Hi, everybody. My name is Taylor. More about me in a second. And I'm thrilled to walk you through today how you could find, optimize, and monitor your product listings on Walmart.com. Today is going to be all about best practices. I'm not here to provide information overload. I'm going to give you what I think is the best practice, show you a little bit about some of the tools that I use, and talk you through it in more detail. Super excited about this. Been thinking about this for a long time since Mihal approached me with the idea. I'm thrilled to be a part of this. A little bit about me. I was brought in to really lead sales and development of our Wally Smarter tool. It's a market research and market intelligence tool for the Walmart community. And it's such a dynamic community. People are so great at sharing what's working, what's not working, their challenges, but also their wins. So I'm really thrilled to walk through it today. And I'm really here to hear your feedback. Ping me one-on-one. You could reach out at any time. I'd love to chat about this. I'm very passionate, as you can tell, about Walmart.com and the opportunity that comes with it. So without further ado, a little bit of an agenda. Today we'll be focusing on introductions. I already did that part. But next we'll focus on finding profitable products on Walmart.com. How do you go about sourcing the best products based off of the information that is out there? Next, we'll talk a little bit about, once you've got that product, how do we optimize our listing to make sure that it sells? How are we making sure that we're terms of service compliant, that we're focusing on the Walmart algorithm? And last but not least, how do we make sure that we're monitoring our products efficiently? Not just our products, but also some of our competitors' products to see what's going on in the market. And at the end of today's call, I'll give you an executive overview of kind of how we play into the picture. And in between, I'll show you different steps that I take to check off all these boxes. So looking forward to getting into it, and thank you for tuning in. All right, everybody. So for our first segment, we're going to be focusing on finding profitable products on Walmart. We're going to go through a comprehensive guide, right? So in the next couple of minutes, I'm going to walk through the secrets to successful product sourcing on Walmart's online marketplace. We'll focus on 5 critical subtopics: high demand products, poor reviews, arbitrage opportunities, low listing quality, and good profit margin. So without a delay, let's dive right in it. So to kick things off, let's talk about the importance of identifying high demand products. High demand products are the cornerstone of a profitable business. On Walmart, you can leverage various tools and data analytics to identify these products. You have to look for items with consistent sales over time, and you could do that through a couple of different tools that show you the sales estimates, but also sales history, right? And on top of that, we want to look for items that have high keyword volume. That's essential. We want to make sure that the keywords that are attributed to those products have high volume. Now, Walmart doesn't have that bestseller rank that you're familiar with on Amazon, so the best way is to focus on those keywords. Now, keep in mind that trendy products can quickly saturate the market. So to sustain your success, focus on evergreen products or those with seasonal peaks. That would be my personal recommendation. Now, let's address a rather counterintuitive aspect: poor reviews. So indeed, poor reviews can lead you to profitable opportunities. When you see a product with negative reviews, it's a sign. It's a sign of unsatisfied customers. There's nothing that will show that even more than that itself. So this may not always reflect the product's quality. Just because there's a low review doesn't mean the product quality itself is poor. Many factors can contribute to negative reviews. Slow shipping being one of them, poor customer service being another. You could analyze these reviews to identify issues you can fix and consider offering a better version of that same product. Everything that I'm going to be talking with you through on this particular slide or portion of the segment, they all go interchangeably. So you'll not only need to find high demand products, you'll also need to find high demand products with poor reviews, and the list goes on. So that kind of leads to our third opportunity here, which is arbitrage opportunities. So let's explore arbitrage opportunities on Walmart. Now, arbitrage is about capitalizing on price differences. Walmart has a diverse seller base, and sometimes sellers on other marketplaces might underprice their products or have pricing errors. Now, you could use this price comparison and use price comparison tools to spot these opportunities. There are opportunities everywhere in e-commerce, whether that's through a marketplace, another marketplace, I should say, or directly through online arbitrage. There's tons of opportunities, and you got to use price comparison tools to spot them. Now, a key thing to note here, you need to remember to assess shipping costs and fees to ensure that you'll make a profit even after considering these expenses. A lot of people miss sight of that. Don't forget the fees. Never forget the fees here. So similar to poor reviews, let's discuss the significance of low quality listings. So low quality listings often get overlooked by buyers. We've all been there. You know, you'll be shopping on Walmart or Amazon. We'll say Walmart. We're on the Walmart Summit. You're shopping on Walmart and you'll see a quality listing that, doesn't do it for you. The images are low quality, or the descriptions are unclear, or there's incomplete details. So by improving these listings, you can stand out from competitors and attract more customers. You can invest in professional images and provide comprehensive product information that is really what Walmart is looking for. So some things to note, right? First and foremost, right off the bat, Walmart loves the brand name in the title. They're very big on short form content. So in the body and in the descriptions, you should make sure that you're as straight to the point as possible. And by improving these listings, it really helps you stand out. That's the key thing that I want to talk about here. A listing is only as good as its quality. So that's one area you definitely need to focus on. Now, last but not least, right? Let's talk about the bottom line. Good margins, good profit margins. So profit margins are the lifeblood of your business. After factoring in product costs, shipping, fees, really, you need to think about all of this. And you need to aim for a healthy profit margin that justifies your efforts. It's the worst thing in the world when you put so much time building a listing, building out your own personal brand. And then at the end of the day, you realize that your profit margin is thin and you're not making any money off of the sale. So don't just focus on the initial sale. The initial sale is great, but another good way to factor in your profit margins is to consider upselling, cross-selling, and building customer loyalty to maximize your long-term profits. So really, in conclusion, finding profitable products on Walmart requires a strategic approach. If anybody could do it, anybody could do it. Anybody would do it, I should say. So instead, we have to be strategic about it. You need to identify high demand products, capitalize on poor reviews, seek out arbitrage opportunities. They are everywhere. Improve listing quality and maintain good profit margins. Those are the essential steps to success and finding profitable products. Remember, in today's world, people are very impatient. Success in e-commerce doesn't just happen overnight. I wish you could snap your fingers and suddenly you're $1 million seller. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. It takes dedication, it takes research, and constant adaptation to stay ahead of the competition. So now I'm going to show you how I go about that with our tool. So how do we actually go about it? How do we find those profitable products? Well, we could start with a narrow focus. If you're looking for a category of item, let's say like a dog bed, you could type that into the search bar here and you could see all of the sponsored purchases, or sponsored listings, I should say, up top. And then underneath it, you'll have based off of the ranking of that keyword. So what we can do quickly at a glance is open up the Wally Smarter extension, and you can see how it's ranked for that particular keyword, what that keyword monthly search volume looks like, and on top of that, the average listing quality score, as well as the average monthly revenue. Now we have the listing quality score baked in here, the sales trend and the price trend, which you could click into, as well as the estimated monthly sales and estimated monthly revenue. But if we're looking at a grander scale, you might ask, okay, but how do I find products in general? So you could go to the product database and you could filter the entire database with high demand and a low number of reviews. This is what we were looking at before, right? There are different presets that you could use, whether you're a repeat seller, first timer. Let's just keep it at first timer to make it easy, and you could plug in all of this information as you see fit outside of the presets. You click show products, and from there you're going to get a list of products that fit those criteria, what that price looks like, that monthly unit sales, the revenue, the rating, and the reviews. Pay close attention to the listing quality score here, because what we're looking for is high demand, low number of reviews, and a listing quality score that just doesn't do it. And this will give you a start in your product research, and you could further refine it from there. All right, so let's talk a little bit about creating those optimized listings once you've identified your profitable product. Okay, so to kick things off, let's discuss the pivotal role of target keywords. Target keywords in your Walmart listings. So they're the lifeblood of online visibility. We touched on this a little bit before. They're the words and the phrases that potential customers use to search for products. Proper keyword research is the foundation of effective listing optimization. So you could start by using tools like Walmart's own search bar and even third-party research tools, third-party keyword research tools. Google's got tools as well. You got to incorporate these keywords naturally into your product title, description, and back-end search terms. Again, really, you got to use these keywords, high volume, that you're incorporating into your title, description, and back-end search terms. Those are very important. And then from there, that will increase your chances of appearing in relevant search results. So moving forward, let's dive into a little bit about the significance of brand awareness on the Walmart marketplace. This is something I feel like isn't talked about a lot. Building a strong brand presence is crucial. It is crucial for customer trust and loyalty. Now, consider creating a compelling brand story, memorable logo. Those are all great, but really what we're trying to accomplish here is making your brand more recognizable. Now, consistency is key. It's not about if you do something once, you got to make sure you're consistent with how you approach it. You got to maintain a uniform brand image across all your listings to really establish that trust and that credibility with your shoppers. Trust and credibility are essential here. Now, you really should prioritize exceptional customer service, quick response times, and hassle-free returns to really enhance your brand's reputation. So next, let's unravel the mysteries a little bit about Walmart's algorithm. The algorithm plays a pivotal role in determining the visibility of your listings. It takes into account factors like product relevance, pricing, and seller performance. Now, to optimize your listings for the algorithm, make sure that you're priced competitively, make sure that you're offering additional value, like free shipping or bundled deals, and really maintain a high level of customer service and customer satisfaction. And you can do that in a couple of ways, but really one good way is fulfillment efficiency to boost your seller rating, to boost your reputation. Keep your listings fresh, keep them updated with new content, positive reviews, and relevant keywords, right? All three of these things, just like on the last slide, they play into each other. So you want to make sure that you're staying in favor with the algorithm by following these steps. Now, it'd be remiss if I said that you have to do your competitive analysis. We talked a little bit about that before, right? So let's not forget the importance of that, making sure you're being competitive when you're optimizing those listings. You could even steal your competitors' listings to provide additional insights. You could look for gaps and opportunities where you could offer unique features, better pricing, or improved products. So pay close attention to customer reviews on competing products. They will guide you on how you can create optimized listings. And they'll tell you what customers appreciate and really what they find lacking. Now, one final thing that I'd like to say a little bit about creating optimized listings is that it's not a perfect science. Okay, a crucial aspect of listing optimization is A/B testing. So that involves creating variations of your listings, determine which elements perform best, test different product titles, images, and descriptions to find the most effective combinations. Now remember, key thing to remember here, optimization is an ongoing process. right? It's not like it's just one and done. You have to continuously monitor your listings performance and make data-driven adjustments to improve those results. So in conclusion, creating optimized listings on Walmart, it's a multifaceted task. You got to start with your thorough keyword research, build brand awareness, understand Walmart's algorithm, make sure you're doing all of this while analyzing your competition, and embrace A/B testing for continuous improvement. Again, I'll say it once, I'll say it again. Success on Walmart's platform is achievable through dedication and a strategic approach. Keep learning, keep seeing what else is out there, keep adapting and staying up to date with the ever-evolving and evolving e-commerce landscape. So now that we've found our profitable product to go out and buy, how do we list it? What we want to do is we want to take a competitor or a similar product being offered, take the URL, and we'll plug it into the listing creator. What you'll be able to do here is see all the important words. You could input your brand name, the color size and count, or any special features to be included. And you'll also be able to target keywords with high search volume on a monthly basis. What we then do is use this information in combination with AI to create listings or to suggest your listing. So what you'll see here is that it will automatically spit out a title based off of keywords, based off of important words that we've identified. And then on top of that, it's going to create a product description. So right off the bat, it will tell you, hey, you know what? This is just too small for what Walmart likes to see. And you could throw in the keywords that have that search volume. So for instance, Vibrant Life pet beds and dog bed for large and medium dogs. Right off the bat, it gets thrown in there, and you can see that it's identified with a T. You could do the same thing here, pet bed and dog bed. So now you'll have a little D over there, meaning it's used in the description. Here it's used in the description 6 times. What you'll do with this information once you've tweaked it, remember, always important to A/B test. You'll use this information to copy and paste this directly into your Walmart marketplace onto your listing, and you'll start to see the results in real time. So that's how you go about from finding the product to now optimizing that listing using things like the keyword volume and AI to really enhance your product listing. All right, so really the last chapter that I want to touch a little bit on is the art of monitoring your products. We've talked a little bit about finding profitable products. We've talked a little bit about optimizing those listings. Now we want to make sure that the later tail of it, really continual success, is factored in. And that comes with monitoring products. Okay, you'll monitor them over the Walmart marketplace. And we'll dive deep into 3 different subtopics, really, which is understanding your priorities, measuring competition, and then remaining terms of service compliant. So let's dive in and learn the keys to success in this particular region of the e-commerce space, the final half, I would say. So first and foremost, you need to understand your priorities. You have to understand the fundamental aspect of where you're driving your attention to. You know, your time and resources are limited. They are limited. So it's vital to prioritize your product monitoring efforts wisely. Now, there are different tools out there that will help make this easier for you. And I'll share a little bit about that later, but not all products require the same level of attention. And similarly, you know, not all different types of alerts require the same amount of prioritization. So focus on your best-selling and your highest margin products. Those are the ones you want to keep a keen eye on, and regularly monitor their performance to ensure they maintain that competitive advantage, that competitive edge. So you should really, again, focus on those best-selling, focus on your highest margin items, and then also pay attention to new product launches and seasonal items. You know, these may require more frequent monitoring during those initial stages. And really, it's all about prioritizing the different types of monitoring you can do. You know, you'll want to know hands down right away if one of your listings gets delisted. That's something that is crucial to your business, crucial. So you need to make sure that you're checking that or having tools to check that very frequently, getting a text message, let's say, when something like that would happen. Now, similarly, there's other types of levels. You might not need a text message every time, but if you get a 1-star review, you'll want to get an email and so forth. So make sure you prioritize it on 2 different levels. One, on the product level, high margin items, best selling items, and then 2, on the alert level, right? You'll want to know ASAP as soon as something disappears. But for something like a 1-star review, an email hours later is fine. Now, the next piece that's important to talk about, let's discuss the importance of measuring competition when monitoring products on Walmart. A key theme throughout this presentation has been competitive analysis. It's the cornerstone of effective product monitoring as well. So keep a close eye on your competitors' pricing, their product listings, and their customer reviews. We've already done this in the first half when we were determining what product to bring on, but it's important to see what's changing and ever going with them. Price optimization is key. You have to regularly assess your pricing strategy to remain competitive without sacrificing those precious profit margins. You can't sacrifice the profit margins, right? You should monitor your competitors' product listings for new features, new images, or descriptions that may attract different customers. And you should adapt your listings to stay competitive. Customer reviews provide valuable insights. No question about that. So study competitor reviews to identify areas where your product can excel or issues that you yourself as a seller can avoid. Now, the last piece I want to talk about here is the importance of remaining compliant, specifically terms of service compliant while monitoring your listings. Violating Walmart's terms of service can lead to penalties or account suspension, and nobody wants that. Penalties, account suspension, that sounds like a nightmare. So stay informed about Walmart's policies and make sure your products and practices align with them. If you're on other marketplaces too, important that you identify what that looks like and how it works between them, right? Certain marketplaces say that they need to be the lowest price, and they're very strict on enforcing that. Otherwise, you have to be attentive. You got to keep a close eye on the product content and images to ensure they meet Walmart's guidelines. Regularly update your listings to reflect any policy changes and monitor your customer feedback. Address any concerns promptly and professionally, just like you would when you walk into a store. Happy customers are less likely to report issues that can then lead to policy violations. So be cautious when using some third-party software or automation tools. Ensure that they comply with Walmart's API usage and data scraping policies to avoid any unwanted consequences. I could tell you firsthand that some tools that I've seen out there don't follow this. I could tell you that we do, but Wally Smarter does, but that's besides the point. So be cautious, be alert, know your competition, and in conclusion, effective product monitoring, not for yourself, but your competitors, is vital for long-term success. It is vital, right? You have to remember to understand your priorities, measure your competition, and last but not least, certainly not least, remain terms of service compliant. Prioritize your resources for the products that matter most, keep a watchful eye on your competitors, and always stay within the boundaries of Walmart's policy. I'm going to show you one tool that I use to go through that exercise myself. So now that we've found a profitable product, now that we've optimized our listing, how do we make sure that we monitor our products and our competitors' listings as well as our own products, I should say, products and listings? So what you'll want to do is create a grouping. Now, a grouping is anything you want it to be. It could be specific to your brand. It could be specific to certain types of items you have, your competitor's brand. It could all be accomplished in this. So let's say that we just wanted to look at our own brand. But again, it doesn't have to be brand. It could be anything that you want it to be. It's just how you prioritize. From there, you could put in your own email and your phone number. Of course, you've got different countries here. Put in your email and phone number, and from there, you could input the different types of alerts that you want switched off for that group. So for this group, let's say that we wanted to know every time it was in stock, out of stock. We want to know what the price difference is. We want to know if it disappeared. And then we could set that priority level, understanding your priorities. So let's actually call this, high margin brand. And from there, we'll want to know exactly when it disappears, if it's in stock, out of stock, and you could plug in your phone number and your email to make sure that you're notified right away. So a high alert level, you'll be notified via text message, summarized in a daily email and shown on the website, versus email daily and shown in the dashboard versus only in that dashboard. And then when we go to upload the products, you would upload a batch number of products underneath that grouping so that the alerts go to all of the products in that grouping. And then what that looks like in real time, you'll be able to see everything going on here, what is going on, what the alert detail is, and you could filter it in more detail or by grouping. So there's tons of different ways to mix and dice this data, but consider this a central repository for all of your alerts that you need, and consider another layer on top of that where you could get notified via email and via text message. We talked a little bit today about A, finding your profitable products, B, optimizing those listings, and C, monitoring those listings in your competitors' listings. And really, there's one platform for selling on Walmart, an all-in-one solution. That's Wally Smarter. We kind of covered all those bases today. So it has everything from those alerts all the way up to that competitive analysis. So A, of course, having those real-time notifications about price changes, having those notifications around listings disappearing, an AI-powered listing creator that factors in keyword research and the Walmart algorithm, one of the most robust product databases on the market. It's very comprehensive, and it's a treasure trove of information. You could filter and search with ease. And then, of course, keyword and ranking tracking, right? Help you monitor your keywords, help you monitor your ranking for those keywords, and really stay on top of your game and watch your product sort at the top of the search results. And then last but not least, competitive analysis, right? Gain a real edge in real time by understanding your rival strategies, understanding their pricing, their sales history, and listings to really make those informed decisions. So in conclusion, really excited to be a part of this summit. Thank you so much to the team for having me today, and really excited about the opportunity for the all access pass for all of you. And one lucky winner today will win 3 months free for our professional edition of Wally Smarter. So don't miss out on the game-changing tool. We're really excited about it, but more importantly, we're really, really excited to be here. So thank you so much to Norm, to Michal, and to the whole team, the eCom Power team, for really having us on board. This has been a lovely summit. Can't wait to see some of those other speakers. Have a great rest of your day, and thanks for tuning in.